Hey guys, and welcome back to another Building Kashyyyk weekly segment. So guys, this marks a very special episode. We are at week 30. That means we've been at it for more than half the year now, which is pretty cool. There's 52 weeks in the year for those of you who just don't know for some reason. So that means when we get to week 52, that means we've been working on Kashyyyk for a year. And that's actually going to come closer than a lot of you might think. So that's kind of exciting, yet I know a lot of you kind of just don't like how I take time to build the base, and it does take time to build the base. So sorry for everyone who's just like, oh, just finish it already. Well, I'd rather take my time and do it right than scramble and do something that I'm not going to be proud of. So anyhow, guys, this segment is going to be on, we're actually going to be doing some bit different, and we're going to be focusing on just one part of the base, and it's going to be this large platform, and just the entire process of building this one platform. And this platform, once it's built and finished and everything, basically that is our outline to do the rest of the platforms that I can just do without really having to show you guys in detail and in depth on what I'm doing for all the platforms. Otherwise it gets kind of crazy. Some of you might not understand what type of building techniques I'm doing, etc., etc. So that way I'm just focusing on one part on this video. That way when I build the other platforms, you guys will be like, oh, okay, so it's just an expanded version of this one. So that's the whole point of just focusing on one thing. Usually I'll scramble and do different parts of the base in each segment. I try to do that at least. But this time we're going to be doing a bit different with that. So guys, without ado, it's going to be kind of cool. There's a lot of building techniques. I did some experimental processes, and there's going to be lights at the end, and it's going to be pretty cool. So I definitely say watch the entire episode, because it's very cool. It's like start to finish on this platform. It's pretty cool, and I think you guys are going to really like it. So without ado, let's get into it right now. Okay everyone, so starting off with the video, again, like I told everyone last time in the last segment, I said that we were going to be focusing a lot of the time back here in the back of the base, and that's exactly what we're going to do this episode, is focus about starting with pretty much trying to build this and kind of making it a reality. So the first thing I've already done is I've started trying to get an idea of scale and size right here. So we're going to start off right here and work our way up. That way we can figure out the little stuff, figure out what needs to, what's going to go where, then we and get little stuff done first. That way I can order parts and make it all big and everything. So what we're doing first is this little kind of, I don't know, I guess you could call it like a platform, very long platform right here, and then you have these railroad tracks that'll be part of the Wookiee mine, and that's exactly what these two things right here are. Put that right there, and see if I got another one laying in here. No, I do not. Alright, well anyhow, so I have two railroad tracks, and they're going to go all the way down. I got some more right here. I was only able to find 4 from my own collection. I'm going to have to order a lot more later, but I got to figure out how many I need to order first of all. So that's goal number 1. But anyhow, that's what from here to here is from here to here, and that's what I'm figuring out right now. That's what this is, and I'm going to go a little more in depth with that later in the segment. But what I'm focused on right now is this area right here that's going to pretty much make what's going to be here, 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 and here. And that's the edges, the sides that'll be on, like they'll be, so this right here is a platform, and I wanted some detail on the side of the platform, so I have created 4 different experimental designs, and I'll just go through each one. And basically now I'm just trying to decide what's the best one. Now normally I would probably get you guys to vote which one is your favorite, but the problem is because this is such a big part of this entire back segment, I don't want to just say I can't really wait another week to find out, you know, what's going to be the best one. So I'm probably, out of these 4 right here, I think this one right here is pretty much the best looking. And that means we're going to use this design multiple times all the way down on every side. So this will be here, here, and then imagine this on the other side of this, and then basically all of these sides in here. And you'll see what I mean by that later. Now, as for the dark red, it does kind of look a little bit just bland and kind of just there. So I am going to work on creating some better gaps between these nice little details. So yeah, that's what I wanted to show you guys first, and I think we're going to go with this design. I think that looks the best out of all of them, all four of them that I have here. So just want to show you guys that it is important that you don't just create one thing and then just start making a whole bunch of them. Create a whole bunch, figure out what you personally like, and then go off that, because usually after you make a whole bunch and then you see a whole bunch, you're like, okay, what looks better to the eye? In this case, I think it's this one, and I hope you guys agree. So yeah, so we're just going to go ahead and move on from that. So this one is probably going to be the one I move on with. So very cool, and I think it'll look great. So let's go ahead and move on. Okay, so moving on, guys, and it's kind of cool that we have, when I say we, I mean I always get that mixed up for some reason. Anyhow, I have done this type of design multiple times, and I gotta say, it looks pretty awesome. So awesome that I'm definitely gonna keep it, and I think a lot of you are gonna agree. And as you can see, I did something different. Instead of just doing the dark red just there, I added these slope pieces right here, and I mixed it in with the dark red, and that was a great combination because it really looks awesome now. Like, really awesome. And as you can see, I'm about to start on the other side and do that. So it'll look like this will look like that on this side as well. So that's really cool. It actually really, this is kind of the fun part of doing the back, is just doing these really cool designs like this, and that's what really is going to be the cool part about doing the back. I know a lot of you are like, the back isn't going to be as cool or something. Not at all. As awesome as the front is of Kashyyyk, trust me, the back or the inner base is going to be just as cool looking. So it's pretty awesome to see this. Again, I think this design right here was just, it was a winner. It really was, and I'm glad I used it, and it really looks great. It blends in perfectly with what we have going on here, and I can't wait to continue it. So very cool looking, and I'm going to go ahead and do the other side and just go from there and see what more I can build. So very cool. I'm enjoying this, so let's continue. Okay, everyone, so what's cool now is not only is this new design on this side of this platform, but it's also now on the other side. So there is what it looks like on both sides. Pretty cool looking. So yeah, it's gonna look really awesome when it's all done and finished. And the next part is putting in something that I think a lot of you can pretty much tell from last episode, but it's gonna be kind of cool. So we'll go ahead and just move on. Just want to show you guys this before I start covering up the top, and yeah, so let's go ahead and move on to some pretty cool stuff. Okay, so what I've done so far, guys, is we've done this part right here on both sides. Now, as you can see, I put the top on, and this is, I actually really like this. I didn't actually think I was gonna do this as a final top. There's gonna be more details, gates, and there's gonna be poles and stuff that are gonna go on this, as seen kind of in this picture. There's going to be details and stuff that I haven't really drawn up, but they'll be added in. Anyhow, so I've done that on both sides, but something I thought was kind of cool that was missing was some lights, and I have actually already installed the lights. They're actually already under this. Now, I was testing to see, am I going to put lights on this side
and this side, or am I going to just put it on the inside? And what ended up because it would require so many LED lights, it would actually require just about 50 LED lights to light up both sides of this. Just 50 LEDs alone, that's $100 because it's $2 a light. So I figured, the lights on this side, I tested it out actually, looked at it, it looked really cool, but I figured these lights, the lights that would be here, they really honestly wouldn't be lighting up anything. It would just be kind of just an added fun thing. And an added fun thing that costs that much money that I could put towards more Lego. I'd rather just put it towards more Lego than just add extra lights that really isn't going to be lighting up much. So I've put double lights here, and you can kind of see them. I've basically changed, this is a slope piece right here. I've changed it to a flat tile, and I fit a light right, basically right here and here, where these two things are. And I've done that for each section on this side and this side only. Now the lights will be on the, I decided that I want to put the lights on the inner part, so where the tracks are, so there'll be lights on this side right here, and this lights here, here, here. So that's 4 sections of lights, and there's about 20 lights per section, so it'll be 80 LEDs just for lighting up this part, this track part, where this will be. Now you have to imagine there's going to be another one of these right here, and so on and so on. It's all up in the head right now, but trust me, it's going to look absolutely cool when we get to the point where all this is actually built. But anyhow, back to the light thing. So I put lights all on this side, and I'll go ahead and take these panels off and show you. You can kind of already see the wires are running through. Now I have 2 of these. I have another one. It's right under this. I have 2 of them hooked up, and this is just the connecting the 2 hubs from here, from this hub to the next hub under here. This is just a little connector, and this is where the power is going to go. There's 2 hubs, 2 of these hubs, and then the hubs just go to the red wires that go to the lights. So, and I've already kind of gone in depth with the lights in a previous Kashyyyk episode, so I'm not going to really go into detail too much. So you're welcome to look back. I think it's week 28, I think, is lights. So if you want to look at that, you're welcome to. But anyhow, so that's how I've wired it up. I've just done 2 hubs, and then it connects to here, to this point. It'll change where there's only one giant plug-in for the entire amount of lights. But right now, at this point, I can't do that because everything's still being wired up. I still need a lot more lights than I have on hand. So yeah. Anyhow, so I wanted to show you. I'm not going to light it up yet. I'm going to wait for the next part of the video to show you light it up, because I'm going to finish this off, finish this entire thing off and make it look like this, and also add in some extra details. Then I will light it all up and you guys will get to see it. I guarantee you're going to really like it. I'm going to clean up this, and that'll be the final part of the video, is showing this lit, all these lights lighted up when this room is dark, and that'll be it for the video. So I'm gonna do is finish this up, and then you're gonna get to see the lights, and it's gonna be pretty cool. I've already seen them, but I'm gonna let you guys just wait a little bit longer before we get to that. So I'm gonna continue building. Let's go. Alright guys, so this is gonna be the final bit of the video. So we're pretty much done with this platform, and I've already started kind of working on this right here. This is kind of slant up and get to the same height that the 2 floors is going to get to, and it's going to be really kind of just how I drew it, like that. And there's going to be more details and stuff that goes on this platform, but this is kind of just like there, so I have a better idea of what I want to do. And as you can also tell, the lights are on now, and you can see it looks really cool. I'm going to have 2 sets of train tracks in both sections. So as you can see, there's 2 sections for the train tracks. So that means there'll be 4 train tracks overall. So we'll have this section here, and there'll be a section right here. And then I also kind of, you know, you may have noticed it earlier, but I used this, what is that, kind of like a angled piece, and I stacked it up. I've seen this type of thing used before for stairs. I wanted to try it out. It looks actually really, really nice, so probably going to incorporate that around the entire base, not just right there. But anyhow, here's what the lights looks like, all you know, up close and stuff. But I think it looks best when it's at night. So without ado, let's turn the lights off. So here's what it looks like now. Now this is only one section that's going to be lighted up. So you have to imagine there's going to be these exact same lights on this side. There's going to be another side of lights, and so there'll be one set of lights shining against these train tracks and another set of lights shining against those other train tracks, and that'll be on the same that'll be on this side and the other side where the other two train tracks are. So pretty much all 4 train tracks will be lighted up, and that will not be the only thing that'll be lighted up. So that's what it looks like. I think that's really awesome. Big achievement for the video, and definitely a big highlight of the video is seeing all of this, seeing the lights really get used in the base so far. Now, I also have my iPhone light on right now, and I thought this was kind of cool. I don't know why, but if I put a light under the Kashyyyk tree, and it makes this really awesome shadow on my ceiling. So just thought I'd point that out. It's kind of cool. But anyhow, let's turn the lights back on. So I can't wait to install all of the lights for just this section, and there's going to be lights everywhere. But this is, you know, trust me, when I turn the lights off and we have all the lights in, with the finished base, it's going to look really, really sweet. So that's really awesome. So moving on back over here. Again, like I say, we have these kind of angled things coming up to these columns right here, and they're the same height as these 2 stories. So that means it's going to be the same height as right here. So that's what I'm doing with this, and I actually really kind of like the look of it so far, and I'm probably definitely going to continue that type of look. So that's something definitely for next week. Now, here's the thing I bet all of you are going to ask is, David, why did we just focus so much on this particular platform? Why didn't we start building all the others? Great question. Now that we have this platform done, that means I know exactly what I'm going to build for the other platforms, and I know exactly how it's going to look. Now that this one's done and looks really awesome all the way down, now I have a better idea of what I want to build over there. So that means hopefully next week I'm totally out of the parts I need to build, you know, these details. Once hopefully I'll get the parts in the next week, and when that happens, next week we should be able to build more of these platforms. And as you can see, there's going to be wider ones, so you're going to see how that actually turns out as well. And also I'm going to need more lights because I'm running out of lights already. I ordered a small batch from Brix stuff for the first trial, and I definitely need to order more soon. But yeah, so that's pretty much what we worked on, guys. I think the really cool thing definitely is the whole, you know, we turn the lights off, it looks really awesome, like really, really awesome. It really shines, and that's the really cool part about lights. But yeah, so that's it for this video, guys. We're gonna end it off. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Again, so now that we have this platform done, that means we can do all the others, and we're also probably going to focus, we're going to get onto the 2-story thing, and I'm going to, you know, I kind of explain in the beginning, and I'm going to explain in the end of the video, but there is reasons why I didn't build as much as I probably should have built this week. Plus none of my bricklink orders have come in yet, so I need Lego to build Lego. That's kind of the phrase. But yeah, anyhow, guys, that's gonna do it. Let's end off the video.
Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed the segment, and like I said, we just focused on one part, the platform. Again, kind of not usually the thing I do with the segments, but in this case I thought well, doing this part will be easier, so when I need to build the rest, nobody's asking questions about it because they already saw the first version or the first part of the platform. And that platform, is going to be expanded in other parts of the, as you can tell by the drawing, it's going to be I think 2 more platforms, one very large and one kind of medium size. I think the most exciting thing was definitely the lights. Really, that wasn't a fit, like the lights I'd showed you guys previously was just a test. The lights I showed in this video were actual final lights. That's what it's going to look like at the end. Now there's still a lot more building, really a lot more building to go into the back of the base. And if you guys think that platform itself on top is all done, that's the finished product, not the case. There's going to be a lot of little gates. There's going to be little details I add in, and those little details are going to be what really makes it awesome. Trust me. Now the little details don't come until later. It really doesn't come until the entire overall build is done, and then you can focus on the little things. Basically, I always try to. That's why I sketch things out, is because I want to get an outline, figure out what I want to do, and then I build that outline, and then after that, then the imagination just comes to me where I'm like, okay, what if I did this right here, and what if I had that right there, and what if there's a slant there and that there, and then that's where the real experimental process comes in, and imagination, because once you have something that looks cool, then you can just make it amazing from there, and I think that's a really cool part. So definitely awesome. And another thing is, guys, the reason why I kind of just didn't do, I know a lot of you are going to go in the comments be like, oh my god, this is not enough Lego building for this segment. 2 reasons, guys. One, I'm waiting on my Bricklink orders. I have ordered multiple orders for Lego parts. They're taking their time to come in. I've ordered railroad tracks, and I've just put in a lot of orders today, Friday. I've put in orders to get parts for building those 2 stories and all the details and stuff like that. I got some Bricklink orders you guys seen in the past, but I need actual bricks and stuff. I have all the detailed parts. I don't have the actual necessary plates and bricks to really make the floors and stuff like that. I need that stuff before I can put the details in. As some of you may know, you can't furnish a house that there's no house to be furnished if the house doesn't exist. Kind of the same concept here. And the last reason is because, so each week, guys, I get 7 days to build something for you guys in the new segment. And this week, I was in Las Vegas and Arizona, I went to the Grand Canyons, and for 4 of the 7 days I was gone. So I only had 3 days of this week to build. So with my limited time, I was able to do something pretty decent, awesome actually. I think the lights is pretty cool. So. And it's definitely something to give you guys a better idea of the scale and what I have in mind for the back of the base. So, with my limited time and limited parts, I think I did a pretty decent job. Though some of you will argue, as always, so I don't blame you. I'm sorry if I couldn't build more, but yeah, that's it. Alright, well, that's it, guys, for this segment. Thank you very much for watching. Please go down and subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video. And be sure you stick around for the next Kashyyyk segment, week 31, coming next week, obviously. And that'll be it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, again, please subscribe. I got some really cool stuff working on right now. Go check out my Facebook page. I posted a really cool photo. It's pretty cool. Alright, well, anyway, guys, I'll see you guys later in the next Kashyyyk segment and a lot more other videos to come. Thank you guys very much for watching. You guys have a great and wonderful day. Bye-bye.